It's a Blown to Bits podcast. It's a Blown to Bits podcast. I'm Charlie with Ryan and also Adam. Da 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 da.
Is that the jingle that we've been asking you to write for 4 months?
I did bring my music stuff with me so we can get it done tonight. There's a couple of tunes that we might figure out. But
are they catchy?
They're not as catchy as what I just came up with. So I apologize in advance.
I don't think anything could be as catchy as what you just came up with. That was something else, man.
I'm a musical genius. What can I say?
I was ready to start dancing.
Oh gosh, yeah. Welcome to the podcast. Yeah. We're going to talk about some good things and fun things. I'm not going to start because I'm so incredibly tired. Me and my girlfriend, we actually made an offer on a house yesterday. So
I'm not going to start. I'm so incredibly tired. Me and my girlfriend made an offer on a house yesterday. Here we go.
So, was it the one you were talking about last week that you looked at?
Actually, a different one that's even better.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got a screened-in back patio. It's got a shunt barn in the back that has power, like
cool.
a concrete.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah. For anyone that doesn't know what a shunt barn is, it's a music studio.
Yeah, where you stay up late and playing music and drinking beers all night long,
smoking cigarettes.
Yes, those cigarettes.
Fuzzy dice.
Yeah, blacklight posters in the shunt barn too. So.
Oh man, are you gonna get some of those were they like Black Sabbath neon posters that you color in, like the blacklight posters?
Get some glow sticks.
Right? Get the ones with the mushrooms on it, and get some Grateful Dead T-shirts and frame them and hang them on the wall.
Like some painted velvet framed photo or framed pictures or something psychedelic. Nah, that'd be cool.
Are you going to have a dragon incense holder that breathes the smoke out of his...
No, I think I'm going to go more for like the spaceship, like Mars, alien kind of theme.
Man. Maybe some stick-on glow-in-the-dark stars for the ceiling.
Oh my god.
It's going to be legit.
Get one of those planetariums. I got one for my daughter off of Amazon. You can get them for like $20 and you can project some stars.
I got one, for my son, and those things are awesome now.
Awesome and educational. Mm-hmm. I love, Orion's Belt. It's one of my favorite constellations out there.
So where's this house at?
It's actually just 3 minutes away from where I'm living right now. It's in the county, so I don't have to pay city taxes, which is great.
Cool.
It's pretty legit. But I woke up last night around 4 a.m, and I couldn't go back to sleep. Ever.
Because you were just so excited?
I was excited and anxious, and I was just thinking about all the stuff that, I want to move in, or like how I'm going to arrange everything, and, a little more boring
big deal.
stuff.
This is like yours.
And it's an investment, and, I'm going into it with a girlfriend, which, having a girlfriend move in with you while you're renting a house is one thing, but getting a house with a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got any questions you're gonna be asking her here pretty soon?
I'm not gonna pop anything around this girl. No, it's we've agreed that marriage and getting the government involved in all that stuff is, hey, whatever. We're just probably gonna have a party and be like, hey, we're monogamous.
Well, you can be common law married,
right? And that might be it. But, if I go bankrupt or something, I don't want people to come after her finances for something that I've done. So.
Or if she goes crazy and racks up a bunch of hospital bills.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
where have I heard this story before? This sounds so familiar.
So, I just want to be personally held responsible to myself. And, I'll help her out the best I can. But, shit hits the fan. She's on her own. Tough shit. Love you, Randy.
Just toss her out to the wolves on her own.
So besides making the offer, we've been looking at houses, and I haven't had much time to play video games or music either, which is bothering me because I have a show this upcoming Saturday.
Another one?
Speaking of, no, this is the one we've been talking about.
Oh, okay. I thought that one already happened.
My dad said that if you need any help with your house and the process, he said he's more than willing to help you. He is he's an expert
Nice.
on buying and selling houses. I told him that you had Chevy helping you out and everything, but
Chevy's been a really, really big help too.
My dad has, bought and sold, over a dozen houses in his lifetime. So.
And I could see how people could, have a good time and, make some good money doing that kind of stuff too.
No, these are just like houses that we've lived in.
Oh, okay.
Like he does, like he's only rented a house like once. Like he'll buy it and then live in it and then sell it.
Another person that might be really good to hook him up with is Kyle. Kyle's a real estate agent. Mm-hmm. That guy that was playing with us, he was just talking up there before we recorded the podcast.
The real childish one making all the fart noises.
Yeah, that was him.
He's the one you want to talk to about spending.
Suck a butt. Okay, realtor. Yeah, no, it's the first phase of actually being in this new house. So, yeah, any questions pop up, I'll definitely throw them out on the Discord.
Cool.
What have you been playing, Ryan?
Just kind of a mix mash. Just whatever floats my boat. A little bit of Deep Rock Galactic, a little bit of Risk of Rain. Played some of the. I'm kind of waiting to finish the new Tomb Raider, like really get into it till my new graphic card gets here.
Yes, but it already looks so good on the current ones we have.
Yeah, I tried getting the HDR to work, but my current graphics card just can't handle HDR.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you turn on HDR in the Windows settings?
Maybe.
Because you actually have to go into your Windows settings, like right-click on your desktop, and go into like your display settings on Windows and turn on HDR before it will work at all.
Maybe I didn't do that. I know I switched it to 144 hertz, but I don't know
that was the biggest difference I have ever seen in any video game when I switched that game to 144 hertz.
I can't wait to make that jump. Oh, I'm jealous of you guys just seeing that difference.
Dude, Charlie, you really need to just go ahead and get a PC. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Did you not hear the man? He's buying a house.
Yeah,
his money's tied up elsewhere at the moment.
I'm taking out more than $100,000 in a bank mortgage. That's nutso.
Aren't you scared?
Tell him you need 101,000.
101,000. Well, they might be paying the closing costs, so I might actually have a little bit extra money lying around. So, after all this craziness is done, I might have to relax in front of a computer, a PC, and a PC sweet monitor.
I think it would really bring you out and make you play other games, that you normally wouldn't play.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's done to us. I mean, we're going to be playing. I'm so stoked about the Division 2. That's one of the ones we're going to be playing here pretty soon.
Yeah, I went ahead and pre-ordered it.
Oh,
like Anthem left a real bad taste in my mouth. Like Adam pre-ordered it, and I mean, it's just dying.
Oh, is it?
They're banning players for finding glitches.
Oh, snap!
Yeah, it's that bad. So that after that, I was like, I'm not gonna ever pre-order a game again, especially an EA game. But the Division, the first one, it was so good that I just can't help but pre-order it.
Especially after they added all the extra shit in, like when they did the expansions. The expansions were just amazing in that game.
Yeah, when the Division first came out, it had a really rough launch. Like, people were kind of upset with it. Like, they tend to be with big games nowadays. But Division, they ended up losing a lot of their player base because of that. But then they fixed everything really quickly, and it became a very smooth, polished game.
Okay.
It just wasn't at launch.
Yeah, it was
sometimes you got
too little, too late.
Those, yeah.
Yeah, but I like it. So I'm looking forward to the second one.
Was there like a beta that came out that you got a chance to play? Or
yes.
Nothing. Okay.
I didn't play it. I don't really ever play betas.
Okay.
Charlie, you need to listen to the soundtrack for the Division 2.
Okay.
It is amazing. It's like 80s retro, like synthwave mixed with gent metal.
What's gent metal?
Gent, D-J-E-N-T?
Yes.
It's like that's a style of playing, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. It's very Gent's very jazzy for metal. It's got a lot of different time changes, and you typically have the bass drum syncopated with a very low, like, droning guitar. Gent's really cool. You might actually like it, Ryan. It's really groovy.
Sounds really good. Anything with a syncopated beat.
Yeah, syncopation's all right.
Yeah.
After we do this episode, I'll show you guys some Gent, and I'll show Charlie that a few soundtrack pieces from The Division 2 that I can find.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. So it's not like, a soundtrack like of other people's songs. It's like an actual like kind of score or theme to it.
Somebody scored it, and I don't know who the fuck they are, but they deserve a tug.
Yeah, I might have to do some research. Actually, go see who did it. Maybe they're just pumping out some sweet jams.
Yeah, Kyle said he was going to actually write him a letter. It was that good. Like, me and Kyle were just sitting there slack-jawed the whole time we were playing the beta.
I love your score. Thank you so much.
Nice tunes, bro.
I do that from time to time on Twitter.
Yeah,
like the Risk of Rain. I sent him a message like, "I love you."
There's only like
fan out.
There's only 3 people making that game. 2 people, one person. One people's doing art and pictures, and one people is doing the programs, and one people is doing the tunes. Yeah. That's all I got.
Anyways, I switched to iPhone today.
Whoa!
Gave up the Android.
Whoa! Mm-hmm. Oh man!
Biggest reason I switched was I bought my daughter an iPhone, and you can control pretty much anything and everything that she has access to, what she does, time limits, location, all that, from your own iPhone, and you can't do that with an Android. So I went ahead and switched over to the iPhone X.
Okay.
Got her an iPhone 7, so I can monitor her online activities.
Control.
It sucks you're not going to be able to play some of the new MMOs coming out. Like, there's a Black Desert Mobile. I was looking forward to maybe playing that with you and stuff like that. We can't play them now. And Final Fantasy XI was coming to Android. We would have been able to play together.
I mean, I wasn't going to play it anyways.
Final Fantasy XI? You wouldn't play that? The full MMO?
Nope.
Why not?
I don't play mobile games. I'm going to try out that game company's game that they came out with, and that's it. Maybe I'll try the Tony Hawk one.
The Tony Hawk one looks pretty cool. I was watching it after you were talking about it the other day.
Mm-hmm. But I don't like mobile games. Not into them.
I like a few. I'm real picky about them. I don't like any of those standard, like, puzzle and bullshit, I hate, like, Clash of Clans style games. But
I find myself just too sucked into them. It's just like, or like anybody who does play mobile games around me, it's just like, I mean, you're playing Yahtzee for fucking 45 minutes, and against somebody, I mean, that you don't know. I don't know. It seems like you could be spending a little bit better time elsewhere.
There was a few games I enjoyed.
Angry Birds is really good. Oh yeah, Draw Something.
Fuck Angry Birds. I liked Draw Something, just because it was Pictionary with a friend.
Right.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I remember playing that.
To play with.
Yeah, and then what was that pixel game that we
Grandmaster Pixel.
Grandmaster Pixel.
I really enjoyed that because it was creating art at the same time as being able to semi-play with your friends.
To a degree. Mm-hmm. That was such a great, like, fun game, like, for the early, like, smartphone era, I would say. It was unique.
It wouldn't last today because it didn't last, you know. It died.
No, but there was just one person doing that game, too, so, I mean...
Nintendo's making some really good mobile games, too, lately. Super Mario Run is actually extremely fun. And then you got that Dragalia Lost, and then Mario Kart. They're bringing Mario Kart to mobile here pretty soon.
That's gonna be nuts. I'm real curious to see how that's gonna work out. But I'm also quite reserved.
Unless I have like a dedicated joysticks and buttons. I don't like the touch screen aspect
for
of
racing
gaming.
on a phone. It doesn't seem. I don't know.
Well, I play one called Asphalt, and it's extremely good. And I use tilting, and I'd imagine Mario Kart will use that because it's really accurate on your phone. Like, you can just turn your phone, and they program it to where the screen kind of turns with you, so it doesn't look like you're like just turning your screen sideways.
Yeah, that would be an issue that I would be careful of. But that does sound like a reasonable fix to it.
I don't know. I have a lot of fun with Asphalt, but I do use touch controls on Asphalt sometimes too, and it works really well because what they'll do is make it auto-accelerate, and all you do is just you either tap the left side of the screen to turn left or the right side of the screen to turn right, and you tap them both to brake.
Fuck mobile games.
They should just like make more courses for Mario Kart that's on the Switch right now. I mean, it bothers me that, there's just like, we need like a Mario Kart Ultimate. Like, there's a Smash Brothers Ultimate. Like, just give me a Mario Kart with all the fucking levels.
And
please.
add back the tag team racing from Double Dash.
Yeah, like make that like a special mode or something would be super cool. It doesn't have to necessarily be the core part of the game, but like have that option at least.
I really miss Double Dash.
I need to get an N64 again just for Mario Kart.
Yeah, man.
I'd stick it right there. I'd probably just move that monitor over to be in the center and then just put the N64 beside it and then be able to play. Well, that doesn't have the inputs. I'd have to find an old TV.
I know. I'm holding on to my old TV from when we were playing Joust back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Ryan, I've got a converter box I can send you. I got it off Amazon for like $30 or $40, and it basically you plug in any old system that just does like the AV cables or the coax, and it just converts it to HDMI.
Well, that's not bad. That's cool.
Technology.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll preserve the aspect ratio too, so it won't stretch it out to the widescreen. It'll still make it letterboxed on the sides.
That's cool.
It's important.
Well, if I get a N64 again, I'll hit you up for that.
They're not that expensive. N64s, I mean, they're nowhere near as expensive as getting something like, a fucking PS2 now.
I know. I just bought a new camera and a new iPhone and a new monitor.
You gotta enjoy those things first.
New tires on my car.
Hey, ballin' minivan.
$700 fucking dollars for the tires.
Hey, that's your kids you're transporting. You need safety and reliability.
In my goddamn minivan.
Your goddamn minivan.
I want a minivan. I've been trying to sell my car to get one.
Dude, I would not trade my minivan for anything except a Tesla.
Oh, God. Dude, we went to Dallas
Teslas.
With part of our tax return this past weekend, and most of the malls up there have a Tesla store in them, and they, oh my God, they had some of the coolest fucking cars I've ever seen in my life in there. They had this one that was like it was sort of like a mock SUV. Like, it was like one of those real small SUVs, kind of like almost like a PT Cruiser size. And the back doors, like the front doors were regular doors, and the back doors were fucking suicide doors, just like a DeLorean.
Yeah, dude. Tesla, it's my dream car. There's someone at my kid's daycare that drives one, and I just drool every time. and it's just like the base model, like the cheapest Tesla that you can get. Still, it's a fucking Tesla.
Oh, man. There's actually another Tesla here in town that I drive by like pretty much every day on the way to work. It looks real pretty. It's one of those chameleon kind of purple, green, bluey
That's
things.
the one that goes to my daycare.
Okay, all right. I mean, it is a base model, but it's so pretty.
Yeah. Like, I always turn my car off and roll my windows down when it pulls out. Because I mean, all you can hear is just the tires crunching on the gravel. It's
like, and they're they don't even use fuel, do they?
No,
they're
completely electric.
I wonder how many miles they get per charge.
It depends on which model you get. Mm-hmm. You can go to Tesla's website and look at my wish list. Dude, they have a ludicrous mode that you can buy where you go from 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds.
That sounds like your eyeballs are going to like tear through the back of your brain.
Dude, it's the fastest accelerating car in the world.
Faster than the Bugatti Veyron?
Yeah, the fastest accelerating. Maybe not the top speed. But they're coming out with a new sports, like, what are they called? Supercars.
Right.
He's got a new supercar coming out. And, I mean, I think the base model starts at like $250,000.
It's Elon Musk, right? That does Tesla?
Yeah.
But it looks sexy.
Oh, man.
If I won the lottery, the first purchase I would get would be like 3 Teslas.
You get one for me, right?
4 Teslas.
The one with the suicide doors. That's the one I want.
Mm-hmm. That one.
I would just get like one of each of the top 3 models. I'd get like the super nice, sports car, and then I would get like the big
family
SUV,
Tesla.
with like the 3rd row seating.
Right. Then maybe an off-road Tesla or something.
and then something that I could just fuck up.
Yeah. My junk Tesla.
Yeah.
I'm so rich I have a junk Tesla.
I only drive this Tesla to McDonald's.
No, I want a Tesla where, like, if I'm going somewhere, I put my foot straight down on, like, pedal to the metal. Like, just abuse the crap out of it. Like, not take care of it.
I don't expect this Tesla to last more than 2 years.
Yeah.
You're, like, pulling up to the... You, like, make your order at McDonald's, and you're pulling up to the window.
They have like this little monster truck area here in town, and
go mudding.
Well, no, like at the end of the monster truck rally, they do a tough truck competition.
Oh,
and people bring their pickup trucks out onto the course.
So amateurs, okay.
And they'll basically like see how fast they can go around it. And these are like regular pickup trucks, like going over these humps and crap,
and regular people too.
Yeah, and they basically just go out there to destroy their cars. Like, I mean, they're going over like speed humps that are 4-5 feet high.
God dang, dude!
When I went there, it was so funny. This guy came out, and I mean, it was like a truck from the '80s. It had like the rubber band tailgate. What are those things called? Like the
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like the
bungee cord, like the bungee cord where they would put it like over where the tailgate was missing.
Okay, I gotcha.
Oh, so like a net, like the netting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that kind of old kind of truck. But this guy, I guess, had pretty much every time he went to fast food or like McDonald's stuff, he just threw his trash in the bed of his truck. So every time he went over one of these humps, just trash just flew out of his truck. I mean, he just literally, everybody was screaming and like laughing. It was so awesome.
That sounds like some video game shit.
Monster truck rallies are some of the best times that I've ever had. I've been fortunate enough to go to 2. I've never seen that amateur.
It's the one like when you're going out towards Greenback.
Oh man.
They had it was called the Tough Truck competition, and anyone that wanted to could enter it. That's what I'd do with my Tesla.
And next we have is that a Tesla?
and then you would tweet. I would take the video of it and tweet it to Elon Musk like immediately after.
Yes.
All the other cars would be so loud, like going over that first ramp, you hear nothing but just.
You may not hear him coming, but here he comes, Ryan Hall, over the first jump.
Elon would love that. He's the most eccentric person I've ever seen on social media. He's getting sued right now by his own company.
That's crazy. He's like a mad scientist, but for good, I guess. I don't know.
Did you hear that he's getting sued by his own company?
No.
Yeah, he's releasing like company secrets on Twitter.
Right. Yeah, he's just like releasing like all these patents like for his like electric cars, like a lot of his technology, right?
I didn't see the patents. What I saw was he was releasing like sales reports.
Oh, okay.
He was like, in 2015 we sold 0 cars. In 2019 we sold like, I think it was like 280,000 or something like that.
I guess maybe in addition to that, he was releasing some other information in terms of like the technology that they were using too. So
it's just like his board of directors. They're just like, hey man, you can't do that.
I mean, he's Tony Stark.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. The first Iron Man. He's like giving away like secrets, and we're like, I'm going to quit making weapons, and the board's like, no, you can't do that. That's fucking Elon Musk.
I'll do it, whatever.
I fully expect him to make an Iron Man suit within the next 10 years.
Who knows what we're going to see in the next 10 years? It's going to be crazy from all sorts of technology.
Bernie Sanders for president. That's who I want to see in the next 10 years. I want to see the whole country collapse into socialism.
Well, it's a little bit better than nepotism, I guess.
It is. It's a little bit better than nepotism, but
slightly,
just slightly.
I'm still holding out for Bill Murray for president.
Bill Murray would be the most middle of the road, don't give a shit president that we've ever seen in our entire lives.
Who do you think, like, out of anyone in the world, not even like political or anything, would make the best president?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
You think so?
I would go hands down with him too, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, because he's just such a genuinely good person that his decision process would not be based on political bias or who's making who happy. It would be like, is this actually good for people or not?
Yeah, and his work ethic. Like, no matter what he puts his mind to, he makes it happen. He's been through some hardships. He started with $5. So, I mean,
it'd be a good choice.
He's the
better than Kanye.
Trump. He's the most definitely better than Kanye.
Kanye, good God, I don't even want to talk about that, man. That whole thing was crazy.
I don't think he's not actually running though.
No.
That was just a thing
with his MAGA hat and everything.
Yeah, that was weird.
Bonkers. There's some bonkers people out there, no doubt.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all we got time for today, but I want to thank everybody for tuning in again and listening to the Blown 2 Bits podcast. This has been Adam, Ryan, and Charlie. You can find me on Twitter at Talleon. That's at Talleeon. And Ryan, Charlie, where can y'all be found?
I can be found, this is Charlie, by the way, at shunt_trip on Twitter. And search Shunt Trip in any music service that you have. You can find that on Teams.
Except Pandora, it's still not on.
I'm checking that day to day.
It's like been 3 weeks.
Right? Maybe they're having a hard time matching my music to other people.
It's just so good.
I mean, I'll take that as a compliment.
I need to upload Insects Are Cool. I think I'm gonna do that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And Ryan, can we find you anywhere?
I'm on Instagram. RTLTC.
RTLTC.
It's me and my kids' first letters of our names.
Right.
But yeah, this Saturday, Charlie's got a show in Maryville, Tennessee. If you're here, come out. I'll take a pretty picture of you. Mm-hmm. Charlie will tune your ears.
Yeah.
Good like.
Oh man. Yes. It'll be a good show. Check it out.
Charlie will buy everyone a beer that shows up that mentions this podcast.
But I'm buying it now.
He'll buy you 2 beers.
All right, love you guys.
Well, bye.
Bye.
Bye.